Right. Guilty Gear Core. Got this for £5 brand new a few years ago, and it's a friggin' awesome 2D fighter, it really is. I've never really played a Guilty Gear game before. This was my first, but yeah, it's what you'd expect. It's from the makers of, I think the creators went on to make BlazBlue for this, I believe. And yeah, you get that same sort of like stylish 2D fighter with an awesome soundtrack. It's really awesome. Did I say this game was awesome? I think I did. But yeah, great game, definitely. We can get it dirt cheap anyway, so yeah. I think it's also on the PS2. I'm not sure, but yeah. Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Currently the only version of Resident Evil 4 I have. I used to have it on the GameCube, but I traded it in when this was coming out. And yeah, probably the ultimate version. The Wii controls are really good, and if you don't like it, you can pop in your GameCube or Classic controller and play it like that. And yeah, works really, really well. That's all I really have to say about it. So yeah, worth picking up, definitely. Alright. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Now, this game's one of the highest selling on the Wii right now, which is pretty insane. I'm actually quite glad that this generation could still enjoy a good 2D platformer, you know? But all the other 2D platformers sell like shit. Buy Klonoa! Yeah. And, yeah, it was fun for what it was. It really is. Let me think. The 4-player is fucking win. It really is. Okay, look. The game doesn't have any co-op multiplayer, right? Online. And a lot of people would probably bitch about that. No, there should be online multiplayer. That's the way of the future. Well, let me tell you this, right? You simply haven't experienced sitting down in the same room with a few friends who you're very close with and you get on very well with. And you're just playing the game. And you're not even taking the game seriously. You're just killing each other left and right. And every time you kill each other, you sort of reach over and push them. And have a good laugh, you know. It is literally like the Nintendo sort of like family experience, you know, of friends coming together and enjoying themselves, right? I know that sounds incredibly corny, but that's the feeling this game gave me when I played this with some close friends of mine. We just had so much fun. We really did. The co-op multiplayer is that good. I'm serious, and was well worth the money. As for the experience itself, it's just a typical run-of-the-mill 2D Mario game, nothing much to say about it at all, really. But like I said, this is one of the Wii games worth playing, especially if you've got people to play with. I'm dead fucking serious. So, yeah. Here's one of my absolute favourites again, A Boy and His Blob. I've Let's Played this, so I'm not going to say much about it, but yeah. Fantastic art style, music, gameplay, everything is absolutely brilliant. Buy it! Buy it now! Okay. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I'm a big Metroid Prime fan, and the new Metroid is coming out pretty soon, can't wait for that. This is probably my least favourite of the Metroid Prime games though, simply because, well, you can't how everyone reckons Nintendo are making their franchises easier on the Wii to appeal to casuals. Well, I do kind of really notice it with this, okay? The first two Metroid games, they had that real rat in a cage feel, okay? Well, rat in a maze feel. You had no idea where to go. You just had to search every nook and cranny until you knew exactly what item you had to use in what place to advance, you know? And a lot of people would, like, get bored of that. But for those of you who are true gamers, you know, you stuck with it, and finding your way through this maze was one of the most rewarding things you could possibly get. But this game just feels linear. It really does. I like the motion controls. The motion controls are spot on. But as a Metroid game, it's too linear. And it kind of disappoints me in that regard, to be honest. But as it stands, it is a great game, okay? I'm just being a nitpick comparing it to the old Metroid Primes too much. But yeah, good game regardless, it really is. Okay. The Conduit. I really, really like this game. Alright, I'm dead serious. I played it first. I got it up, picked it up really cheap. And when I picked it up, I thought, that was a generic FPS, but it was fun. Controls were good. But then I went back to it and played it for a second time, which I never do. And after I finished it again, I'm like, you know what? I really, really like this game. When's the sequel coming out? And sure enough, the sequel is coming out really soon, and they're addressing all the things that I thought was wrong with this game. Like, the environments are really generic, they're grey and brown up the arse, The story is a bit boring. There's no real set piece moments. And yeah, they're going to fix all that, which I'm very, very looking forward to. So yeah, high voltage games. I'm a big Conduit fan. I know you guys listen to your fans because you took up everything that we said about the first game, well, this game rather, and I'm really, really looking forward to the second one. I've got it pre-ordered. I'll be getting it day one. Right. Dragon Quest Swords, The Masked Queen and the Tower of Mirrors. Haven't played it. Well, played it for about 5 minutes and got bored, so I've really not much to say, so we'll give that one a miss. Right. Wii Sports, ugh. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. I did that on my old channel, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, this is an okay game, okay? If you're gonna... This is all scratched up at the front because I did it myself. But look, say you're the only person in your group of friends who has a Wii, and your friends come over to play the Wii, and you're saying to them, oh, do you want to play Mario Galaxy or Twilight Princess? Those are really, really good games, you know? And all they're like, oh man, I want to play the bowling game. And yeah, that's why I hate, well, I dislike immensely Wii Sports. Okay. Brawl. To be honest, it's a pretty meh game to me. Okay, I know I'm pissing off people and I'm sorry. Because I give credit where credit's due. And credit says this is a fan service heaven with and also an awesome fight or something that can suck years out of your life, in fact, if you get into it enough. But for me, it's kind of meh. I gave into the hype. I imported it from America and used a freeloader. This is a PAL copy, which I finally picked up for the hell of it. And, yeah. Good game, but something that I can't overly get into, if I'm honest. So, yeah. Okay. Okami. Friggin' awesome. You all know I adore this game a bit. This is where I originally played it. Ironically, the Wii controls aren't that good. Combat just comes down to waggle, and using the celestial brush with the Wii remote, it doesn't work half the time. It can get really annoying in places. But it still doesn't detract from the awesomeness that is this game. I would say play it on the PS2 to get past those issues, but if you've only got a Wii, still pick it up, because it will still blow you away like it blew me away. Okay, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I'm a big Silent Hill fan, always have been, and I was really interested to pick this game up. This game's also in the PS2 and the PSP, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a Wii exclusive because it utilises pointer with the flashlight a lot better than Fragile Dreams did, actually. And yeah, it's not scary, unfortunately, because there's no enemies, there's no combat, which is a real downfall, because you never feel like you're in danger unless you're in these sort of like danger zones, and those are quite annoying because all you've got to do is run away. And yeah, I get where they were coming from, because those sections are scary at first, but then it just becomes annoying when you can't get past them and you're just trying to run away. And overall, I do like the story. The story's really good, and it is quite innovative in the fact that you meet a psychiatrist between chapters, and what you tell the psychiatrist will determine what happens in the next chapter. From what I've heard, it doesn't do things too differently, but it is still a really nice touch and something we've never seen before regardless. So yeah, I do highly recommend this. Endless Ocean. A lot of people don't think this game's all that good, alright? Well, because they haven't even played it, because they think the thought of playing a game where you play as a diver is stupid, but let me tell you, it is a really beautiful and fun game, it really is. You know, going through a lot of different environments, interacting with fish. It's a really, really soothing game, you know, just to play, sit there and play, you know? The sequel, I haven't played the sequel yet, which is apparently there's more of a game in there. You know, sharks attack you and stuff. The sharks don't attack you in this game. But I'm really interested to play it. I'm just waiting until I get it for a good price, if I'm honest. But yeah, Endless Ocean 2, I do want to get it. And Endless Ocean 1, I do recommend it. Oh, this Wii pile is about to tip over. Right. Tomb Raider Anniversary. I remember I was a big fan of Tomb Raider Legend. I was never a big fan of the original Tomb Raider. And I specifically waited for the Wii version because I wanted to see what they would do with it. And sure enough, the Wii controls on this are really, really good. Shooting and, you know, all that, it works really, really well if you ask me. I never did beat it, because the game itself is a bit poop. You know, Crystal Dynamics really did start to lose their touch with the Tomb Raider series. Legend was the only one I really liked, if I'm honest, but yeah, not bad anyway. Not bad. And last game here, Deadly Creatures, which is something I've Let's Played, and I've said before, you know, really underrated game, just check it out, go watch my Let's Play, then go buy it, so yeah. That's all my Wii games. Wow, I wonder how long this video was. Nearly 47 minutes. I can't even fit that into 3 parts, my god. See you after, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.